Hey, fellow binge watchers! Have you ever sat down to watch one episode and 6 hours later wondered where your entire day went? Yeah, me too. Well, today I've got some top-tier excuses for your next binge fest because we're diving into the 10 must-watch shows on Paramount Plus. From jaw-dropping dramas to out-of-this-world sci-fi, these series have stolen hearts, minds, and, let's be honest, way too many weekends. So grab your snacks, cancel your plans, and let's get into it. Warning, after this, your watch list is going to be dangerously long. Number 10, Halo. Coming in hot, at number 10, we've got Halo, the ultimate action-packed sci-fi series that brings the iconic video game to life. Now, if you've ever dreamed of being a super soldier in space while also having existential crises, then boy, is this the show for you. Set in the 26th century, Halo follows humanity as they fight a brutal war against an alien alliance called the Covenant. But here's the kicker. Our main man, Master Chief, isn't just out there blasting aliens. Nope, he's also wrestling with his own identity. I mean, who knew saving the universe would come with such a hefty emotional price tag? It's like therapy meets outer space. Plus, there are epic battle scenes, jaw-dropping visual effects, and a universe so immersive you'll be questioning why your life isn't set in space. Let's face it, the stakes in Halo are sky high, literally, and it'll leave you wondering if you should dust off your old Xbox or just keep watching. Number 9, Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. Now, if you're more into exploring space than saving it, let me introduce you to Star Trek: Strange New Worlds, our number 9 pick. This show is everything you love about Star Trek. Bold missions, alien civilizations, and enough techno-babble to make you sound like a genius at parties. But unlike some of the more, serious iterations, this one's got an adventurous spark that'll make you feel like you're tagging along with Captain Pike and his crew on the USS Enterprise. Think of it as a space road trip, minus the bad gas station snacks. Each episode brings a new destination, a new challenge, and yes, even new moral dilemmas that'll make you feel super deep while sitting in your PJs. Plus, Captain Pike, played by Anson Mount, has the kind of hair you'd expect from a guy who's about to save the universe. Seriously, it's perfect. If you're a Trekkie or just need a little whoosh of space drama in your life, this one is a solid watch. Number 8, Mayor of Kingstown. Alright, shifting gears at number 8, we've got Mayor of Kingstown. Picture this, a gritty crime drama set in a town where prisons are the main industry, and power is more corrupt than, well, a politician's Twitter feed. The McCluskey family, led by Jeremy Renner, is tangled up in the mess of keeping peace between the law and the criminal underworld. And let me tell you, it's intense. I'm talking edge of your seat, should I be rooting for these guys? Kind of intense. But here's the thing, Jeremy Renner's character, Mike McCluskey, is not your typical bad guy with a good heart trope. He's complex, he's morally questionable, and yet you kind of get where he's coming from. And if you've ever wondered how much chaos one town can handle, Mayor of Kingstown has the answer. A lot. It's like Breaking Bad meets The Wire, but with even more moral dilemmas that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about justice. Number 7, The Offer. Okay, number 7 is an absolute treat for film buffs. The Offer. This series takes you behind the scenes of one of the greatest movies ever made, The Godfather. Yes, we're talking about all the drama, backstabbing, both literal and figurative, and Hollywood chaos that went into making this masterpiece. And believe me, getting The Godfather made was just as intense as any mafia showdown you've ever seen on screen. The show follows producer Albert S. Ruddy as he navigates studio politics, mafia threats, yep, real ones, and a never-ending list of hurdles. It's like The Godfather, but instead of shootouts and betrayal, it's more contract negotiations and phone calls at 2 a.m., but somehow it's just as thrilling. Plus, you get to see how all the Hollywood magic happened, and spoiler alert, a lot of it was sheer luck and sheer willpower. So, If you've ever wondered what it takes to make a movie that actually makes history, The Offer gives you a front row seat. Number 6, Why Women Kill. Next up, we've got Why Women Kill at number 6. And believe me, the title alone should tell you that this show is juicy. This darkly comedic anthology series dives into the lives of 3 women from different decades, all of whom have one thing in common. Their marriages are falling apart thanks to infidelity, and they are not taking it well. Spoiler alert, murder is often the answer. The best part about this show is the way it blends humor with deep emotional storytelling. One minute, you're laughing at a sarcastic one-liner, the next you're clutching your chest because the drama is that real. Plus, each season explores a different era, so you get to travel through time, stylishly of course, while also questioning just how far you'd go for revenge. It's wickedly fun, full of twists, and has a dark humor that'll keep you hooked. You might even catch yourself saying, "Yeah, I get why she did it." Just don't tell anyone you said that. Number 5, Star Trek Discovery. Alright, back to the final frontier with Star Trek, Discovery at number 5. If Strange New Worlds was the fun, adventurous cousin, Discovery is the moody, introspective sibling. The show follows Michael Burnham, a Starfleet officer with a very complicated past, as she faces galactic conflicts, moral dilemmas, and oh yeah, the possible end of the universe. No big deal, right? What's great about Discovery is that it's not just about exploring new worlds, it's about self-exploration. Burnham's journey is full of tough choices that make you think, what would I do in her shoes? The answer is usually panic, but hey, that's just me. Add in a diverse, fascinating crew, jaw-dropping visuals, and enough plot twists to keep you guessing, and you've got a recipe for a seriously addictive series. If you're ready to boldly go where no one's gone before, but with more emotional depth, Discovery is your ride. Number 4, Evil. Coming in at number 4, we have Evil, and trust me, this show lives up to its name. Imagine a forensic psychologist, a priest in training, and a tech expert walk into a haunted house? Yeah, that's basically the vibe of this psychological thriller, and it's equal parts creepy and fascinating. Dr. Kristen Bouchard, our lead, teams up with this unlikely duo to investigate cases that teeter between science and the supernatural. Demonic possessions, miracles, hauntings, you name it, they're on the case. The best part? Evil keeps you on your toes. One minute, you think you've got a logical explanation, and the next, bam! Something happens that makes you reconsider everything. It's like watching The X-Files, but with even more psychological depth and moral quandaries. Plus, the banter between the team is top-notch. They'll have you laughing one minute and hiding behind your couch the next. If you like your thrillers with a side of wait, what just happened? Evil is your next obsession. Number 3, Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds. Coming in strong at number 3, this show is basically a masterclass in making you feel both smart and slightly terrified. The FBI's Behavioral Analysis Unit, or BAU, tackles the most twisted, complex criminal cases, and each episode is like a psychological puzzle. You get to see these elite profilers dive into the darkest corners of the human mind, and sometimes it's way darker than you'd expect. But here's where it gets real. The characters. This isn't just your typical crime procedural. You get to know the BAU team on such a deep level that you'll start thinking of them as family. Just, a family that spends a lot of time catching serial killers. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll definitely be checking the locks on your doors a little more often. Criminal Minds is the kind of show that hooks you from episode 1 and doesn't let go. Ever. Number 2, Tulsa King. At number 2, we have Tulsa King. Now, this is a different kind of crime drama, and it's one of those shows that just grabs you and doesn't let go. The story follows Dwight Manfredi, a once powerful gangster who's been exiled to Tulsa, Oklahoma after serving a 25-year prison sentence. The twist? He's not just trying to survive, He's building a new criminal empire from scratch. What makes Tulsa King so compelling is the character of Dwight himself. He's ruthless, sure, but he's also incredibly charismatic and surprisingly relatable. Watching him navigate the modern world after spending decades in prison adds a lot of humor and depth to the show. It's gritty, it's raw, and it's got that classic crime drama edge with a fresh new twist. If you love mobster stories, this one's for you. Number 1, Yellowstone. Finally, at number 1, we have Yellowstone. This show is just epic in every sense of the word. It follows the Dutton family, who own the largest contiguous ranch in the United States, and they're constantly fighting to protect their land from outside forces, whether it's corrupt developers, political rivals, or even violent threats. What I love about Yellowstone is how it blends intense family drama with big cinematic moments. The show really leans into its setting. Montana's vast, rugged landscapes almost become a character of their own, reflecting the wildness and tension of the story. Kevin Costner leads the cast as the head of the Dutton family, and he absolutely commands every scene he's in. There's a reason Yellowstone has become such a massive hit. It's got everything: drama, suspense, action, and even moments of real emotional depth. If you haven't watched it yet, trust me, you're missing out. And there you have it, the top 10 shows on Paramount Plus that you need to be watching right now. Whether you're into sci-fi, crime dramas, or psychological thrillers, there's something on this list for everyone. So go ahead, pick one to start tonight, and get ready to dive into some seriously addictive TV. If you enjoyed this list, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which show you're most excited to watch. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.